What up? What up? This is Mike, the philosopher, along with Tamara. How you doing?
Hey, I'm fantastic
All
today.
right, all right. That's what's up. So, we in what is this? I believe this episode 3 of
Yep.
RTL, Ready to Love, and it's getting there. It's getting interesting. Why don't you go ahead and rank some of the guys? I ain't even the new guy who came in. I'm interested to hear all of this. So what do you got for me?
Okay, so I'll start with Laverne is still my boo.
Okay.
It's shocking me that women aren't feeling him. I think his personality is big, and I think it takes
It,
a confident
it,
woman to
it's shocking
handle.
you say?
Yeah, that they don't want him. Like, but I mean, maybe it's because he's supposed to be left for me, but it shocks me because he's attractive. He's got a really nice body.
well, they not from Gary, so they don't have that, that
That's
hometown, you know, crush that some people I know do. So yeah,
I don't know. They don't get the swag. The swag is strong. So
yeah, yeah.
he's still my number one. I think if I could give him some advice, his there's only a couple women that can handle his flirtatiousness and his kind of directness. I think the other women just I think he might be a little intimidating to them. I hate to use that word, but
Right,
I think
right.
that big personality can fill up a room and maybe it's kind of suffocating for them. So if I could talk to him, I say, babe, unless you just want to come home to me, right? If you're on
Right.
the show, I think you need to start focusing your energy on a couple of women in particular and figure out who they are and ask them good questions and make some connections. So.
Who should he be focusing on?
Him and Joy, I think, and I like Joy and Clifton, but I think Joy, because she's raised by her dad, I think she just got a natural way with men that's not antagonizing. She knows how to use her feminine wiles
Yes.
to bring them out, and so I think she would be a great match for him. Just like she said, he flirt with her. It don't bother her at all. She loves it. It's fun to her, and so
Yeah,
I
she
think,
she could keep up with him. So, and they did a pretty good bantering back and forth, and she kept up with it. So yeah, I can kind of see that. I think that probably is better off with Clifton,
of
but
course,
yeah,
but
yeah,
yes, I
yeah.
still think Clifton's a better match for her, and I think he knows it. And each time it's like he went on his date, he gonna be cool. He gonna be nice, but he wasn't feeling AP.
Outside of yourself,
Yeah.
who is worthy of Laverne?
I thought of myself.
I had to put that
Let's see.
in
It
there.
seems like for some reason he likes Ace. I feel like he's a fan of hers.
Really?
Um, yeah, because I think he even talked about her being Jill Scott. Did he say that about her? Jill Scott, Michelle Obama, uh, Oprah. All these women rolled into one. So I do think there's something going on between him and Ace that we aren't seeing.
Okay.
Because she even said in the last one that that's her connection is with Laverne. So,
Mm.
but do I think that's a good one? No, but I need to see them together because we already think Ace is got split personalities or something going on with her. I don't think
Yeah.
we've seen who she really is. So maybe he does get to
Maybe he could bring that out of her a little bit, and maybe she
maybe.
can kind of handle him and calm him down. Okay, so Ace, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting. Um, all right, go ahead. Well, I'm sorry.
Okay, so of course Clifton is my after Laverne there's Clifton.
Okay.
I just big teddy bear. He's still good looks. Even the way he got sick, he handled it. He's like, that's coconut. Okay, he could
Right,
have
right,
freaked out. He could have. I can't believe you didn't tell me it was coconut in here, right?
right,
He
right.
definitely handled that well because he saw the value in the two of them spending time together. So he he might have probably pushed his way to the first spot because I just see him, even if he's
What?
not,
He's in the
because
first
he
spot?
likes joy and he's consistent in liking joy. He's not cutting himself off, closing himself off to other women. He gives them a shot, and then you can tell he's like, "Yep, nope, Joyce, that's where I'm at." Like this person's cool, but so then there's Eric, who's the new guy. Oh my God. He had me at hello. I was like,
Wow.
they
chef,
doing well
huh?
with the men this season. I'm here to say that
Okay.
so he, of course, he's the chef. He's got a light, happy energy. And it's not as overbearing as Laverne. It's really mild, and it's cool and it's inviting. He's a good match for Dakia, I think. Also, he's an engineer, right? Before he was a chef, so I'm like,
Right.
like all the engineers, they just warm my heart.
I
But I
know.
think, he's feeling Joy too, though. There's, Joy gets people because she's easygoing, she's fun. I think when she comes into a room, the energy changes. It becomes Joy energy, and I think
wasn't there another chick named Joy that I thought was pretty dope? I think she was in a previous season though. I think her name was Joy too, and she had the big
yes,
afro.
she had the afro.
Like the
Yeah,
afro, and I think her sister passed away or whatever.
yeah, she was sweet. She was
Super
really
cute, super cute, super dope. Yeah, that Joy was a joy. I mean, I like this Joy too. Don't get me wrong. This Joy is dope. I like this one too. But I don't know. It just reminded me of the other Joy of the last couple seasons. And she was super
Joy, she picked the wrong guy. I remember. I didn't like the guy she picked. I thought she should have picked the guy who had the emotional stuff going on. I just thought that
he was a chef. He was a chef. Yeah. Erwin or Edwin or something like that.
Edwin, yeah. Because he was very, very handsome. I just liked that he was vulnerable. And she was and he was only really vulnerable with her. She was the only one that really got him.
Right.
So, but, so yeah, my top three, they
so the new guy done slid all the way up to top in the three, number 3 spot.
Yeah, he's in the top 3. Any 3 of them could get it.
Wow. Who did he bump out then?
The guy that went home, which is Cornelius, yeah. And I started to see in this last episode that he's a little on the immature side. Just some of the and maybe part of his countryness made him seem a little simple, and so I felt like he didn't move beyond very surface with the women, and it was clear he didn't want to get married. He was turned off very easily, and in turn, well, they were turned off as well, right? Like he didn't hide his displeasure, and so I think he shot himself in the foot. I was thinking they weren't going to send him home so soon. I thought he might get a little bit more time. But
I had a feeling they were going to get rid of him before PO.
Okay.
Because I don't think enough of the women were, I guess, attracted to him, and plus he didn't, like you said, he made it very clear he wasn't having no parts of no wedding. He don't really value marriage.
Yeah.
And a lot of the women, that's what they're there for. It's called Ready to Love. But like we said last episode, is ready to hook up. You know what I mean? So, and he made that a little too abundantly clear. So I guess the ladies got rid of
and not attractive enough to have that kind of attitude.
To pull that off. Yeah.
I think and I think when they did his ending, when she was telling him, I was like, yeah, you ain't cute enough, you're not sexy enough, you're not hot enough, and you weren't gracious enough. So you gotta go. Learn, unless you're going to get your abs together, you need to be nicer. Need a little bit.
He got to get his abs. He got to do some crunches or something.
Get them abs together before you're going to be that nasty.
Yeah, I know. I had said that your attractiveness is how much you can get away with. I think the two are linked together. The more attractive you is, it seems like the more you can get away with. As
Do you
a person,
think that's true,
man or woman?
And women, okay.
Men, especially women, but men too. If the man is attractive, women will let him get away with a lot. I mean, a lot of stuff that maybe their previous exes couldn't get away with. I gotten away with a lot. No, I'm just kidding.
Ah,
I had to put that in there. But I always kind of link the two together. Like your attractiveness is linked to how much you can get away with. But after a while, you know, you need some substance. It's not just about the looks. But
it'll get you a lot of grace. It'll get you
it'll get
away.
you a lot of grace. It'll get you a lot of grace, both with men and women, especially women. The more attractive they are, the more they get away with. To a degree, it works with men, but with men, is more about their money. How much money? If you got money, you can get away with a lot with men. So,
I agree.
yeah. So,
Doesn't apply to me, but I agree.
what do you mean it apply? You get away with a lot.
I've never dated. I wish that guys with loot aren't really drawn to me. I don't get a lot of that. So I'm still I feel like I might be successful, but I still kind of look through a Gary girl's eyes. And so the guys that I date generally, they don't have a financial status. They're not one of the, the high earners.
High value men. Is that what
Yeah, because I like what I like. If he got swag, if he makes me laugh.
Kevin Samuels reference there. I know you're a big
Ooh,
fan.
please don't. You know what? Every episode.
I know, but we should talk about that. We should talk about him in a separate episode because I see it on your face. I see it.
Oh God, I can't stand him.
And you're not the only one. And you're not the only one. That's why I think we should talk about it and just get it out there. And for those watching, if you think we should talk about that topic, put it in the comments and let us know. But I see her face when I bring his name up. And last episode she was choking herself, so I know it's serious.
Yeah.
So I know it's serious. So I think we should talk about it. I think
someday, maybe if I listen to one episode, because I haven't listened to one. I listened to an excerpt with you once, and I think it turned my stomach, and not because what he's saying is right or wrong. It's the delivery. Like, no, it's divisive, and none of us need to be treated like I heard the way he treated people. And so,
okay. Well, we
won't talk about him. You're gonna have to make sure I got like somebody giving me a massage at the time. You're gonna time out to take a walk.
Yeah, you're gonna need to be real relaxed. So we'll try to make that happen. So who's number 4? I know the guy left, Corn. So
left. It really drops off dramatically for me because Tori.
The rest of them you could take or leave them.
Yeah, they're just not like the top tier guys are so far above not above, but just on point and know how to engage a woman that the other guys are just not even in the running. So Wiley, that's the young guy whose dad invented the go-go. He tries. I think I would say he might be next. He tries to engage in conversation. He was talking to the AP lady. I can't remember what her name is. I just remember everybody calling her AP. That's the new blind date. And she, they had a good conversation, but she's like, he's just so young. And so I think his youth is probably gonna shorten his time. Tori seemed a little young too. I don't remember how old he is. But he just doesn't stand out enough. I think he upset me in the last episode when he was talking about rearranging kidneys and stuff. I'm like, dude, if it's that big, you ain't even got to talk about it. You just be about it.
Right.
Not even do it. Let's knock that off. So that's not sexy, and I don't think it turned Joy on or made her intrigued at all.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's a good example of what I'm talking about when it comes to attraction and how much you can get away with. Like, Laverne will probably say something similar to that, but he can get away with it. And she's all, joyful, so to speak, with Laverne.
You know why? Because she want to see it, right? Like, because Laverne is attractive. Laverne is sexy. Laverne probably, nobody's that confident and lame in bed, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she would want to know what kind of good time Laverne gonna give her. So he probably would get away with that. Tori got away with it. She didn't say anything bad about it. I just didn't prefer it because I don't, I don't think Tori's, I wouldn't be attracted to Tori.
You wouldn't
Now,
be. I thought, is that the one with the locks?
that's the
Or
one with the locks. Now
yeah.
I've been thinking about it. I said, that depends, right? I've been
Mm-hmm.
drinking, we're having a good time, the banter's good. Tori might get lucky,
Right, right.
but ready to love, I probably wouldn't
Pick
pick Tori.
him.
So me, Tori's talking big game, I want to see it. So
Right,
but because he brought it up, I wouldn't want to like be serious with Tori. So this is where I'm more like a guy than most women. I would be like, oh, like he said that, but I kind of want to know. See how he gonna rearrange some kidneys. See, this is why I have to be careful. I'm trying to. If I run for office one day, this might come up.
I know, right? Well, I'll disable this video if you do run for office.
Thank you, I appreciate you.
So, okay, so you said Wiley and then Corey,
and then Tori. Tori, I would hook up with, but that would probably be it if I'm being really honest. And Demetrius, dude, please get him off of here. Put him out of his memory. He is like the fifth week. Well, did you see them on the bus kind of thing? And he just sitting in the back, right? Not, because you can have a 3-person conversation, right? It's not a date.
Right.
And he's just, and the only thing I saw him do anything was when Joy was kind of giving him a massage, but when he was bowling, but he's just, he's not putting in the work. He's too shy.
Yeah, he's not talking. It's funny because it seemed like all the women wanted to talk to him that was on the bus, but he was in the back. He played the background, and they was talking to people they didn't want to talk to.
Yep.
The new girl, what's her name?
AP, I think.
AP.
She's a life coach.
Yeah, she was the one who wanted to really hang out with Demetrius, I believe his name is, and talk to him, but she was stuck talking to Wiley, and she was like, this guy is too young for me, and this, that, and the third. So, and he is the youngest. I don't know if that's fair to him. They should probably have some more younger people on there, but he said he liked older women. So
he did. Oh, you know who I forgot? I forgot Paul.
I was going to ask you about Paul.
Paul, I feel for Paul because Paul's got a different personality, and I know I'm a glutton for punishment. I probably would give Paul so many chances because I give people a lot of chances because I would want to get through what I did.
Is it based on how you attracted to him?
I think Paul's attractive, right?
Okay. So
maybe a 7. I do think he's attractive. That tall is a thing for me too.
Right.
But if you want to think about like future earning potential and stability, that's the one who I think offers the most in that department. And so I don't know if other women notice that about him.
He offers what again?
Just kind of stability. Like to me, women like stability. That's why money is a differentiator for women. And because he's a go-getter, he works hard, he's an engineer, he's gonna provide probably the best life or more consistent life for a woman than any of the other guys. I'm speaking of financial only. Because they talked about him being very driven. So like they're not gonna starve.
Right.
And so, not to say any of the other guys would, but to me, that's what he gives off. That he's a go-getter, always looking for opportunities. He told the story about, starting his own business, going shopping for people, right, as a kid. And I thought his engagement with Sabrina, I knew Sabrina was a good match for him. I think he needs a more mature woman than her, but I did like him opening up. So I think he's gonna stay around because my prediction was he was gonna be gone.
That's
Uh,
interesting. You think that Sabrina is immature? Hmm.
I just didn't think she was mature enough for him. I didn't say she was
She's
immature.
not mature enough for PO.
No, I think Paul is. He's
How
I
about
mean,
PO is not mature enough for none of the ladies on the show?
see, I know you said that last time. I don't know if I get that. I don't know if I get that.
He go
I get he's got an
there.
interesting
He
personality.
goes by PO,
I know that's
probation officer.
but that's his rap name, ain't it? You brought that up.
Oh my goodness. He goes by
I think
PO.
anybody who would end up with Paul has to be really interested in them because they would have to be invested. Because he is not giving you that. Same thing for Demetrius. If he finds somebody, they're gonna have to find him because he is not he's not outgoing enough. And I would probably couldn't date Demetrius either because I'm one of those you need to show me interest kind of women.
Right,
And
right.
he does not emote interest of any kind.
No, he really doesn't. And I'm starting to see what you see in Dimitri. He do need to open up more. I mean, he's playing the background way too many times. And I don't know if this is a production thing or not. It don't look like it is. So it looks like he just needs to get to a point where he's opening up to these women because I mean, it's not due to lack of interest. He got a lot of these ladies' attention, and a lot of them want to get to know him and talk to him more. But it's going to take an extroverted woman like a Precious,
Yeah.
to get it out of him. Sabrina, I think, is interested in him, but she wants to be chased, and he don't seem like the chasing type of guy, you
Right.
know. So I don't know if they're gonna ever match up because of that reason. Because I don't think she's gonna go to him. He's gonna
Mm.
have to, grab his nuts and go after her. But
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what he needs to do. I'm glad you said it and I didn't say it because it would have came out bad if I said it.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, that's what he needs to do: just man up and go after her. But I don't know if he knows how interested she is in him. And I think he just tries to see some men need some choosing signals. Okay, we just need some.
Talk to me about that choosing signals.
Yeah, with some of us need choosing signals. Some of us is not like, okay, so if you wink at us, okay, that's a choosing signal.
Mm-hmm.
Show us a little interest. You very handsy with us. You put your hands on, you know, our shoulder, grab our arm, something like that. You know what I mean? um Choosing signals and flirtatious things you could do to let a guy know you're interested. I mean, really, even talking to him is a
Yeah.
choosing signal. But I don't think Sabrina's giving any choosing signals to Dimitri, which is why he's not knowing where she is mentally. She said she was very interested in him, but I don't see her giving him signals. And he definitely, he's like lost. I don't want to say lost, but he's more along the lines. He's just blind to what's going on. And a lot of guys are not very good at picking up on choosing signals either.
Mm.
So you could, and this is the truth. I was with a woman, and she noticed another woman giving me choosing signals.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I was oblivious to it. I'm not that good at seeing choosing signals, this, that, and the third. Um, because if you're not looking for it, you're not going to really notice it. But I do think that they could end up making a good couple. But I think he needs somebody more extroverted, like a Precious or somebody like that. You
Precious.
know, yeah,
I
yeah,
think they need to set him up on a blind date. They need to bring somebody in for him. Part of me thinks there's no one there that he might like. And that might be why he's not engaging either. I don't think he might not like any of them.
Well, you remember the first encounter he had. It was pretty much with Precious, and she was like, "Well, I'll go with you outside if you go with me to the strip club or something, or massage parlor or something.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And he was like, oh, I can do that. I think it was in like episode 1. She said something similar to that. That's why I think it takes a woman like her to pull that out of him, because he's not going to do it on his own. So yeah.
Okay. I think that reminded me of when Precious was talking to Paul, because you thought he was on the chopping block, which I still feel like with all the women saying they don't like him, he should have been.
He should have been.
By the way, he should have been. But I don't know, there may be a different reason why.
Well, he's not coming off as not wanting to get married and not ready for, like, Cornelius came off as him not wanting to get married and not ready for love. He just wanted to smash and dash. So that's why they put him on the bottom. So yeah. But when what's her name? Precious was talking to him, he went into this thing and I could tell her face was like, okay, I saved you this time, but what you saying? You gonna get what's coming to you next time, because he was just like, I can't help it if they can't handle it. That sounds like a you problem. And I was like, oh. Right.
So
I don't know. I don't know how long Paul got. It's funny, but I just don't think that he's going away in the next.
That's because he wanted to produce his cousins.
That's what it is. They hooked him up, and they, he know Tommy personally. They're in the same fraternity.
That's
so,
right. So that's gonna all come out later. Why he didn't?
Yeah. Oh, he a cap. That's why we didn't get rid of him. That has been a thing, though. A lot of Kappas have been on the show.
Interesting.
And I think that's Tommy's fraternity. So I think that might play a role in how they casting these people. I don't know.
Interesting. Okay. So I think I went through them all, but I guess if I would put Paul, I put Paul after Eric. He's still, he's in the top. He's number 4.
After
I would still
Eric. Oh, okay. Yeah, so Paul is number 4. Wiley 5.
Tori
is 6, and you got Demetrius
last. He was last from the beginning for me, right? I said he was boring, and I'm gonna stand by that.
Okay. And to be honest, I see what you see now. I thought he would have, come out of his shell by now, but I guess
even one of the ladies said he got big dick energy, and I said, well, where they showing that at? Because I don't get that at all.
that was Dakia who said that.
Yeah, she said that. I'm like, girl, you standing with one eye closed on one leg with a kickstand trying to see that. I don't see that at all.
I know, right? That's crazy. That's funny. But speaking of Dakia, let me get into the ladies. I like her. I like her personality. She seems very like she could talk to anybody. She met up with the new guy, and was very pleasant with him. She was even transparent with some things she was going through, and she's just, easy to talk to, easy to look at. Dope chick so far. Probably would say is my number 1.
Really?
Yeah. She moved to number 1. There's not many things to really knock her on. I mean, she got the look, she got the personality, she, down for the intimacy, she had her peak, as she said, and she's easy to talk to, and she got a sense of humor, so where's the flaw? I'm not seeing many of them, The only thing I would say is, and this is for guys who are interested on having kids, it didn't seem like that was a big push for her. Like, she was like on the fence. She didn't know whether or not she wanted kids.
I think I remember at some point she said she's not sure she wants them. She likes her life. She likes to be able to travel.
Right.
And I'm not mad at that. So if there's a
Yeah,
guy
I'm not
who
mad at
has
that. I'm
kids
not.
already and don't, you know,
And that's being picky. If you can knock something on her, that
right.
would be it. But if you're a guy who want a ton of kids, I don't think you're gonna get them from her. So yeah, but I got her 7.5. She's pretty solid there.
Mhm.
Yeah, so and let me go to my number two is Sabrina. You know, Sabrina's she's attractive. I mean, I don't. There's a reason she's number two. You know, her personality is not as good as Dakia's. You know, I
Mhm.
mean, I can respect how she let your boy Po down because he
Mhm.
was like, "Do you see yourself with me?" and this, that, and the third, and she was like, "Well, I don't want to waste your time." I respect all of that. I respect her not leading the guy on and not wasting either one of their time.
Mhm.
I'm just not seeing any. I'm not seeing her give much. I'm seeing her wanting things to be done for her. It's almost a princess mentality.
Hmm.
Okay, like you see Precious and you see Dakia, you see those ladies. They going out and they're kind of going after their men and they're making themselves available. Sabrina, she has pretty girl syndrome. Whether it's I expect things to happen this way.
Mhm.
Um, you know, she don't have no problem telling the guys that she don't like, uh, what the deal is, but she seemed to have a problem telling the guys she do like how she feel.
Mhm. Can you tell
So
who she
so so far, I think she
can
liked Demetrius. I think she liked him. I think she liked him the most.
Mhm.
But if you ask him in this point in time, I don't think he know that. You know what I mean? She expressed some interest in him, but I mean to other people, not directly to him. So I don't know if he even knows that. So she
Mhm.
got a little, pretty girl privilege thing going on, and I'm noticing that. You know,
Okay.
it can, you know,
And
like I
see
said,
that is why I was surprised she's your number two. You seem to be a more no, I can't say that. I would have expected you to be of a bit more substance than that. But as you keep talking, I'm like, no, 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 that's Mike. I knew from the first episode you would like her because she's cute. Um, but
nah, I'm
beyond
no,
that, there's not much there.
I am no shallow guy. Trust me,
I
I'm
did.
looking at personality too. Okay,
Uh-huh.
and she hasn't done. All I'm saying is she got pretty privilege, a
Hmm.
mentality. That's
Mhm.
not. I mean, that can be a knock, but it's not. It's not an egregious offense. You see what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
men don't. That's not a turn off for men.
Right. I
For
mean, because you can. Yeah, you almost expect a girl, a chick like her to have pretty privilege for the most
right.
part.
Mhm.
Small, petite, and cute, and everything should be done for me. No incentive. Like Precious, she probably don't think she a 10, but she moved like that because she goes after the guy. She's assertive with it. You know what I mean? Whether it be Tori in the beginning or whether it be Dimitri, she knows she ain't top shelf, so she gonna move and shake and make some things happen. You know. So my number three probably could be moved up to number two if I'm being honest. But they're two A and two B is Joy. I think Joy is dope, a dope chick, and um, the only knock I had with her was the tats and stuff like that. But um, you know, other than that, man, she's gorgeous, easy
I
to get
think she's the
along with.
one that most guys like. I think if you polled all the guys, I bet
Well, I
if
mean, she's rocking. She has a pretty good package.
Mhm.
And I'm not talking about body wise. I'm just talking about overall uh package deal. She's dope. I don't think she's better than Dakia. but I think that she is she's right there with her. I think those, like I said, you got your three, and these are my three, and then it kind of falls off a cliff for me too.
Okay,
You
that's
know,
fair. That's fair enough.
but yeah, Nakia, Sabrina, and Joy, I would definitely be hollering at if I was there. Um, and the rest, I probably wouldn't even be paying much attention, except if I got some business with Carmen.
That's
Okay,
the
and
one with the blue contact.
yeah, that's I know the sisters don't like Carmen, but I would say she's number four still, and she do have the body, she do have the her real hair or whatever, I guess. I just know that's a hot topic for some, so I just thought I'd mention it. But I don't see nothing really egregious with her. I mean, yeah, she got some blue contacts. Easy fix, babe. Take those out. You look
Right,
ridiculous.
like
You
wow.
staring at me. Right, right. Why you look like you got a question all the time or whatever. So, so I would say that's an easy fix. But other than that, I really don't see much. Um, in the she has confidence, but she don't let it get in the way of the male ego, so to speak. You know what I mean? And there's a different that's when it's constructive. I know we talked about egos last episode.
We did.
But yeah, she has the confidence, but she don't let it get in the way of the male ego, and that just shows knowledge. That just shows she's educated on how men work and how they move. So I didn't really take that as a knock towards her. I just thought that, hey, that's good. You good, you know that. I mean, because then that ain't something we gotta worry about. That'll eliminate a whole bunch of situations. So yeah, Carmen is number 4. I would say, and I got her at 6.5. So I got Dakia 7.5. I got Sabrina at 7. I dropped her to a 7. I got Joy at a 7, and I got Carmen at a 6.5. Okay. Next up is, I'm gonna go with the new chick, AP. You said?
Yeah.
And she's nice looking. She seemed a little stiff to me, though. I got to see some more of the personality pop out. She seems very, I mean, she knows what she wants, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But she's not coming off as an open-minded person to me.
Tell me more about that.
Well, she just very linear in her thinking. Off the bat, like, why wouldn't you give Wally a shot? Don't take his age and just put him in a box. And why would you think Demetrius will be interested in you or whatever? It's almost like, yeah, you see what I'm saying? It's very
together. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. I felt like when she made the comment about Wiley, I'm like, you lucky somebody want to talk to you. But I don't think she's that attractive. So
yeah.
That's my take on it. Like, hey, take what you can get. You might can turn it into something. Like, So
yeah, I mean, I didn't think she was all of that. I gave her. I really actually, she's not number 5. She's actually number 6. Because I gave her a 6.
Okay.
But she does have a nice frame, nice body, nice face, and all that. I just need to see more of her personality. I need to see her be a little bit more open-minded. She seemed like a no woman. You know what I mean?
What does that mean?
Just a woman who says no about everything. Babe, let's go do it. No, I don't want to do it. Let's do that. No, I don't want to do that. It's not like she always saying no. Okay. And a guy will get tired of that because she don't seem open-minded about doing new stuff and going new places and doing new things and stuff like that. She just seemed very linear, and it's hard to get her off her, off her where she is.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe a tad bit stubborn, but I could be wrong about that. I just got to see more in her personality. But I've seen this type before, and that's what it ended up being. It ended up being very linear in the thinking, very kind of closed, in a box.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to have fun with somebody like that. Let's go swimming. No, my hair, I can't get it wet.
Yeah,
And
because
then it's
she's
like,
the one that went on a date with Clifton, right? He's way too alive for her.
yeah, yeah. He's the one who introduced her, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
and pretty much from right there. I mean, she's like checking off guys. Like she checked off Clifton, checked off Wiley. I mean, she's seen Demetrius. I mean, you can't knock her for knowing what she liked, but it just screams to me that she's very just kind of closed minded, just linear in her thinking, and that's no fun. All right, so but she got to 6. She's actually number 5 instead of number 6 instead of number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5 is actually Precious. At 6.5, I still got her there. I mean, her personality, I still think probably is the dopest there. Her and Dakia is going neck and neck. I like Joy too, personality wise. But yeah, those 3 women definitely have the best personality. Not much else to say. I didn't see a whole lot of Precious in this one, but she's keeping your boy PO alive.
Yeah, she saved him, because I just knew, and it's like 4 women don't like dude. She
I
like,
know.
but that's my connection, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah. And she was trying to explain it, like he does something to her. He keeps her balance or whatever. I don't know what she was saying, but I was like, really? I didn't get it. I'm sure a lot of people didn't get it, but yeah, she is keeping PO alive. She probably gonna keep him alive for a couple more episodes.
right.
But yeah, so and that's another thing I like. She backed up the man that she was connected with. I like that.
Without threatening everybody.
Yeah,
Like,
without threatening everybody. Yeah, like Camille did.
Right.
And not only that, and just like Shiloh, I just felt like Shiloh was leading other people on in the last season, but it was something that she did that. Never mind. That's a different story. But anyway, what I like about Precious is she did fight for her guy, and that is something that I do like. I felt like Shiloh didn't fight for Tyrone in the deliberation room, and that's why they sent him home.
Oh, that's right, because that was her connection.
That was her connection, and she pretty much threw him under the bus. Everybody else was like, "Oh, well, I ain't got a connection with Tyrone," so she was like, "Okay, I'll go send him home." I know she was connecting with Phil at the time, but still, I mean, you don't just you fight for the guy, your connections, and she didn't do that. And that's what impressed me about Precious, is that she actually did that in the deliberation room, kept her man alive. So kudos to her. Number, what am I on, 7? I guess that would be Ace. And there's something about Ace. I'm actually liking Ace more, but I'm even less impressed with her more. And I don't even know how that's possible. I like her personality, because she seemed like she'll be a cool chick to get to know. But I think that a guy will probably get pretty bored of Ace very fast and would want to have a side piece. I know that sounds bad. I know that sounds horrible, but Ace is just a woman that you really, um, you keep her in your life, but you shouldn't be expecting no fireworks. I'm just saying. I
Yeah.
I mean, do you get what I'm talking about?
Yeah, because when you said there's something about Ace, and I was thinking there's nothing about Ace.
I can explain it perfectly.
Uh-huh.
Ace is the Demetri of the women.
Okay, I feel that.
Okay. Now
Yep.
I know. Now I know you get it.
Yep, I feel that. I mean, whoever want her, they gonna have to really want her because she's not. I don't see a signal to anybody she like. Just like when she mentioned she has a connection with Laverne, I was shocked. Like, where? I haven't seen that. Maybe it's all on the phone or private or something, but maybe they got an alliance to keep each other on the show. I don't know, but I don't see that.
Yeah, yeah, I don't see that either. I don't see her really having a connection with anybody. And the ladies are going to be the next to get eliminated, so I'm thinking it might be her.
Okay.
I'm thinking it might be her. She may be the next to go for the ladies. Who you think, as far as the fellas, going to be the next to go, or is it too soon?
So Cornelius is gone. I want it to be Demetrius, but for some reason, everybody like how he looks, so they're gonna let him stick around and do nothing for a little bit longer. Wiley might be next. I feel like nobody's connecting with him. I haven't seen Wiley or Tori make a connection, but I just think his age is gonna. And I don't know that all the women are in their 40s. I think there's some 30s, but I just think he just looks young. He, like I said, he reminds me of my brother, my younger brother, and so I wouldn't even try to talk to him. So he might be next. Paul, I think, gonna stick around.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. I think Precious is gonna keep him alive. I don't know who's gonna keep those other guys alive, the Wileys and the Tories. But I think one of those guys is probably going to be on the chopping block. But as far as the women, I will have to say it's probably going to be Ace next.
The only reason it's not Carmen is because she got a nice body, and I'm gonna say that, okay? Because it should be her. To me,
no.
I don't feel like she made a connection with anybody. Who likes her other than Mike?
She's new.
I know they sent home Cornelius. He was new.
Who did what's his name? Pete, what's his name? Is that his name? The new guy? What's the new guy's name?
Oh, Eric.
Who did he have a connection with?
Dekia.
No, he don't.
Yeah, they do. They said they got along on their first date. Eric and Dekia. That's who had they date.
They got along, but that ain't a connection.
That's probably the strongest one Dekia has.
Well, I mean, if you're going by that, then him and Carmen and Laverne got a connection because she felt on his ass day one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So if we going by
Come
that,
on, Laverne, let's not allow it. Let's send home.
Yeah. So
like her body, but that's got to be all.
If we talking first dates or connections, then there you go. So
fair enough.
I think Carmen gets a bad rap. I really do. I don't really see much that bad about her.
Well, we just don't like blue contacts, and if Clifton had never said nothing about it, because I kept being like, I just thought she was funny looking. I couldn't figure out what it was, and he said it, and I was like, oh, now I got all kinds of problems with her. Like, why you think a black woman should have blue eyes if it wasn't?
Yeah,
there's some fundamental things going on.
That's a turn off. Yeah, it says a little colorism is in her mind a little bit, and she probably admires the lighter side of society, and wants her hair straight and want her eyes blue.
That's why that hair is an important comment she made.
I noticed that too.
So it just kind of maybe it's not fair, right? She might just think blue, because blue is complementary color to brown.
Yeah.
But black folks ain't doing that. Hazel I could see, but I don't think that would work for her. But the blue, We
Yeah,
just piled
no.
on extra problems with that one. Like,
Yeah, that's equivalent to a blonde wig, really. So
well, wait a minute. Last season, your girl wore a blonde
I
wig,
know, Aisha, right?
which now it's all shaved off.
Yeah, I actually like that better.
I do too. I think
And
it fits
it's blonde, I think. So
her. Mhm.
it just looks better. Same thing with last season Sabrina. She had short hair, but it was all hers and it was blonde and
Oh yeah, I hated when she was wearing the wigs. It was killing me. I wanted
yeah,
her to
yeah.
wear your hair
I
short.
don't understand. And I was saying that even about Aisha. I'm sure what she got going on under that wig is a lot better than that wig. That's for sure.
But that's how I
Um,
feel about AP's wig. I think her sideburns bothered me, and I think I
oh
just
my
like her
goodness.
at hello. Like,
Yeah, she wasn't, I was expecting some fire, especially like if she's gonna be one of the last people to come in. I'm expecting a chick that's 9-10 scale. You know what I mean? She was on the like, why are you keeping her as a secret weapon? I don't get it. They did that. They did that with Sydney. They kept her as
right
a
now,
secret
Sydney
weapon.
was she was she was really beautiful, and she was
Yeah,
cute. Had beautiful hair and a nice body. Like when she came in, it shook things up,
and that's
and
how
she
you
ended
shake
up
it up.
being one of the last couples that made it with
Yeah, yeah.
Christ,
She was one of the
right?
last ones that made it, which is, she said if she could do it all over again, she wouldn't be a surprise. She would have started day one. But I think the producers did a good job of making her a secret weapon because she shook up the whole set. She shook up the whole scene,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't see AP shaking up no scene at all. So I think they punched the wrong clock on her. They probably should have had Sabrina come in or
I
Precious or
do think
somebody.
Eric might have that effect. Eric is very attractive and he's really a light heart. And I think he more women are going to like him and because he got the game right. Like I had a good time with Takia, but I gotta meet all the other women. So he was playful with Ace a little bit and you could tell he really wanted to get to know Joy. Like I would see him making his rounds with the women.
Mm,
Um, in a way that he might end up being one of the guys most women like. Most women like Clifton too, but he might be the next one
yeah, yeah,
because he's cool peeps.
yeah. Well, we shall see. On to the next episode.
All right.
There you have it for the rankings. And like I said, I think Ace is on her way out. I could be wrong. But I
She's
think
not adding a ton to the cast if you just look at it
she
regardless of the
not.
level,
She
right?
not.
Not adding a ton to
She
the.
she's a old soul, good woman. She's like she's almost like I hate to say this, but she's like a grandma baking cookies, really. You know what I mean? Like you expect Ace to be your grandmother baking cookies. You pour your precious things, you don't really get no, excitement out of her. You just like I said, you'll have to have a side piece if you with Ace.
So I want you to make me a promise. When we finish this season, I need you, like just like you just described her, I want you to describe me because I am so curious. Because I was thinking he probably would put me in the Ace category, like a solid woman.
You
Just
are
nice.
you are no Ace. No, you
like
are no Ace.
I'm so curious.
Yeah, yeah. We'll see. I don't know.
You don't
I
know
don't
if you're
know if
gonna be able to do that. Well, you can write
I'll
me a
be able to
note.
do it. I don't know if I'll be able to record it and show it and all that other stuff. I don't know, but we'll see.
All
But
right,
yeah,
I keep you out of trouble. You good? That's
okay,
cool. I'm just curious because sometimes you think you're translating one way, and it'd be
right,
good to get a male perspective. And I
right.
feel like you're pretty neutral. You're not gonna, you're not trying to holler at me. So it might be more direct. Like you're not trying to flatter me.
Well, well, I'm
So
gonna keep it a buck. Even if I was dating you, I would keep it a buck. I mean,
okay,
that's just the kind of guy I am. So you deserve honesty. So I'll give you that.
we all do. We all.
Exactly.
All
Exactly.
right.
So yeah, I keep it hot with you. Yeah. So we'll see about that. Um but thanks for joining us. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. And check us out on the next one. This is since the BMR covered it. Now it's official. We'll check y'all on the next one. Peace.
All right. Goodbye, lovely people.